This ski school lesson brought to you by Hakuba Snow Sports School.
In this lesson, we're going to look at our hand and arm position and the use of our poles. We're talking about the role our arms, hands and poles play when we ski. It's all to do with balance, as usual in skiing. Our arms and hands and poles make up quite a proportion of our body weight. So where our arms and hands are will dictate where my center of mass or center of balance is. If I have like in the basic stance, my hands are forward in this athletic position, this brings my center of mass a lot further forward towards the front of my skis, which is what we want so that we can start our turn with the tips of our skis. If I drop my hands down towards my butt, which most people do when they're skiing and just ride with their hands here, our center of mass moves more towards the back of our skis. Our center of mass moves back. Now we're not in balance and you're going to get things like thigh burn, as well as not being able to move steer the skis with the tip of the ski. Okay, so our hands, arms and poles want to be forward in front of us. Any pole work we do is only from the wrists. We have several types of styles of skiing. Okay, people who really move their hands and arms around, we call one of them is the running man. They'll go down the slope touching their pole to plant their pole, and they'll do this sort of thing. We call this a running man. Okay, all this excess movement of your hands and arms and poles will mean that your center of mass is moving forwards and backwards as well as side to side. Our hands, shoulders and arms and upper body's job when we're skiing is to keep our center of mass nice and quiet so that our legs can work precisely underneath this nice stable upper body. The snow is changing underneath our feet. The snow is trying to throw you off balance. You must use muscular strength to hold your form. You keep your hands forward, slightly out to the side, and you keep this shape. And then any pole work we do is only from the wrists. We don't want to be the T-Rex guy with their hands all tucked in like this, the biggest predator that's ever existed with these gammy little arms that do nothing. We don't want to be the albatross. We don't want to milk the cow. You can milk anything with nipples. Okay, we want our hands out to the side in front of us. The baskets of our poles should not be behind us. They should be in front of us, and the tops of our poles are pointing up to the sky, not down in front here, because now you're in the gorillas in the mist stance. I'm going to show you a few techniques of this skiing down the slope. Correct pole position. The running man. T-Rex arms. Gorillas in the mist.
For more great ski and snowboard lessons, visit thesnowshow.tv/ski school.